What's poppin'? Welcome back to the channel. I am Lady Nika in with Let's Chat About It. On yesterday when I did my videos, I omitted to talk about the divorce between Dr. Simone and Cecil. Dr. Simone for Married to Medicine. I forgot to weigh in my thoughts and opinions on it because someone had asked me what did I think about it. So now that I'm more settled and today I felt like coming in talking about it. Now to me it's sad. Another example of the reality TV curse that seems to fall on the majority of the marriages in reality TV. I know for a fact being married brings a lot of pressure. Well, yeah, being married it's pressure. It's hard work, and it takes a lot of determination to make a marriage work because these are two separate personalities blending into one. And it's a lot of work that goes into being someone's husband or somebody's wife. However, when you topple that with the pressures that come from actually having your marriage displayed on a public platform for millions to see, I can imagine that it also gets, even more so difficult. Now, what I do feel is I don't know, because see, we don't know what was going on inside their marriage, but based off of what we seen, it seems like the counseling that they were doing was necessary, and they should not have maybe stopped that. See, 21 years ain't something you can just throw away like it was just a moment in your time, in your life. No, 21 years is a long time for two people to be together, and I understand in a marriage sometimes you do just grow apart despite your best efforts. It just don't work. Now, that could be possibly where Cecil and Simone found themselves at, to that point of no return. I just hope that all is not lost. I hope that, that they decide that after 21 years, it's worth trying a little bit harder. Because just because a person filed for divorce don't mean that it's a done data. People stop proceedings all the time. Look at T.I. and Tiny. Now, maybe this will wake something up in both of them by her filing that divorce that makes them want to work harder and stay in the marriage and fight. Both people's feelings are important to me in this situation. He needs to understand that she needs more love and appreciation. Remember, they only started even expressing love in their home due to their youngest son who would say, I love you. Prior to that, they wasn't doing that. And I'm going to tell you something that makes a difference. It does make a difference. I know actions speak louder than words, but words are important as well. And another thing I feel like that if there's going to be a reconciliation that needs to happen is Simone has to realize that you cannot keep emasculating your husband. You ain't supposed to do it privately or publicly. If y'all have a disagreement, you should deal with that with the utmost respect. But if it's something that you need to say to him that you feel that, if you feel like you're saying something to this man that could offend him and embarrass him, don't do that shit on national TV. Now, y'all know we done seen Simone emasculate that man a couple of times. And it could be that's part of why he may not be putting the effort in that she would like to see him put in on their marriage. Personally, I would like to see them back together. I hope that they can work their way back to each other. Sometimes that divorce decree or that summons saying that you filed for divorce, that might be what it takes sometimes to make both of them wake up. She may be thinking, okay, I'm gonna shake this nigga boots and he gonna get it together, but it also can shake her boots. Cause let me tell you something. As a single woman now and been single for almost 10 years, single life is not what it's cracked up to be. If you got somebody that's willing to love you and walk with you in life and y'all been together for 21 years, I want to see you win. I don't want to see it end in divorce, and hopefully something can happen within this unit that will bring them closer together. Maybe the possibility of not being with each other anymore could possibly shake something within them. I don't know, but I am saddened by it. They were my favorite. Well, they are my favorite medicine medicine wife couple. You know, I want to see them win, but I can't really say a whole lot because I don't know other than what they're portraying on the screen as to why she would go foul. I don't know. But I'm hoping that they can work past their differences and they can eventually get back to that place of loving one another again. I don't know, y'all. Shit, I want to see them win, but it's all about what's going on, and it's a lot of shit we don't know. We just fans of the show and fans of these people. We don't know what's going on inside their everyday life, but we gonna wish them the absolute best, and hopefully things will get better. Now let's switch gears and move on to let's talk about Me Too now. Now, many folks think, like, you know, Rose McGowan and that other chick started this whole Me Too movement, when in actuality it was started by a black woman in Philadelphia by the name of Tawana Burks, and she started the movement as a way of giving a voice to the voiceless victims of sexual assault. Now, she did that over 10 years ago. Now, Hollywood has latched on to it and ran with it. Now, this past week, Wendell, Bartholomew, Orenthal, Rufus, Clyde, Pookie Williams got some backlash because she said she was tired of the Me Too movement. And here's the thing, I totally agree with her. Now, before you jump all over me and lose your damn mind and get cussed out in them damn comments because you're coming wrong, let me explain. For those who have truly been victimized, I stand with you. But this movement has allowed a lot of people who Me Too does not apply to use it and cause chaos in the lives of people who did not assault them. Case in point, I just did a video last week about Aziz Ansari, the woman who allegedly, she said that she hooked herself to the Me Too movement by way of saying basically that he sexually assaulted her. But when you hear the story, as I told it in a previous video, go back and watch it. In the video, I tell you exactly what this woman said per her own words. And when you hear that story, you realize that she wasn't a victim of sexual assault. She had a bad date and some bad sex. If that man, he didn't sexually assault you, and I don't understand why women like that feel that they can say that kind of shit. He sexually assaulted you, but you willingly put his dick in your mouth at least twice. It was a bad date and awful sex. Nothing illegal happened on that date. But yet she put that claim out there, and that can harm him in the long run. I don't like shit like that. Let it be for a valid reason if you're going to call yourself a person who stands with Me Too, or a person who's been victimized, thus being a part of the Me Too movement. Let's talk about Fred Savage for just one minute. Y'all remember the Wonder Years? He was the lead star in that show back in the 90s. It was a hit, but it ended suddenly. And why? Because a wardrobe stylist on the set had accused a then 16-year-old Savage of sexually assaulting her, and the network paid her off instead of making her prove what she's saying, going through the court process or whatever it was. They paid her off, and the show just quietly ended. He never got a chance to defend himself, and years later, the mom of the show, I think her name is Allie Mills, she did a interview recently, and I think that's her name, Allie Mills. Y'all don't quote me on that shit because I could be wrong, but she's speaking out about it, saying that, you know, the network decided to pay that woman off and opposed to making her prove what she's saying is true. And she's now saying that never really happened. But see, they were placed under a gag order, the cast of Wonder Years, so we're just hearing about this. And for years, guess who had to deal with that backlash? Now, publicly, he didn't get annihilated because the network paid her off and she went away silently. But for years, it was rumors going around in the inner circles of Hollywood that Fred Savage had been accused of sexually assaulting a wardrobe stylist on that show. And for years, if y'all remember, we didn't see Fred Savage. Now, around about the 2000 era, he did come back into, the limelight, but he never got to that level of success and fame that he once had. And then it was all because of this woman and this lie. See, situations like this is what I don't like. If you are truly a victim, then by all means speak out, tell your truth, and we stand with you. But this movement has allowed a lot of people to come and attach themselves to it who really are not victims, and that's the reason why Wendy said what she said, and I have to agree with Wendy. A movement that is supposed to empower and give a voice to people who have been wronged in, whether it's in Hollywood or anywhere else. If you've been sexually assaulted by someone, you have a right to stand up and say, hey, I'm not going to take this. I'm going to bring this to the forefront. I'm going to cause you to lose your job. I'm going to cause your ass to possibly go to jail. I'm here for that. What I don't like is when women speak out and their situation does not in any way go along with the thoughts and the criteria to be a part of the Me Too movement. People are taking that shit and they using it to their advantage. And somewhere in all of that, the true victims are going to get lost in all of the bullshit. And that's the reason why I agree with what Wendy Williams said this past week on her show. And she said she's getting tired of it. Because we now have to go through each and every story with a fine-tooth comb, which we were going to do that anyway. And we're finding out that a lot of these stories are not stories that would be equated to the Me Too movement. To those who are victimized, I understand and I stand with you, and I want nothing but the best for you. I want just assault for you. But for the women who just having bad dates or figured, I'm going to make a quick come up by accusing this person of that, and they ain't going to want to have their name dragged through the mud, so they gonna offer me something. People who are doing this for financial gain, shame on you. Because you are taking away a very powerful movement and turning it into a circus of bullshit. That's how I feel about it. But those are the two things that I forgot to speak on yesterday, and I felt like speaking on it today. I hope you can hear this. I don't have my my microphone hooked up to my Spreaker, but I am speaking very loudly and very clearly, so I hope you can be able to hear this. And I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Please feel free to get down in the comment section and let me know what you think about this. Again, I'm wishing the best for Simone and Cecil. Hopefully they can work their way back to loving on each other and willing to fight and do the work to keep their marriage going, because I want to see them win. And also, I am sick of Me Too, because Me Too is allowing bogus accusations to be made against people, and these are not accusations that go away quickly. These are accusations that can actually harm these men. And if they didn't do nothing wrong, don't do that. That's wrong. Leave this movement for the people and the purposes to which it was created for. Giving a voice to the victims of sexual assault. That's all I have to say about that. Remember, the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share this video wherever it is you share videos. And we will see each other again tomorrow. All reviews will be back on schedule starting tomorrow. Peace.